Hello everyone, and welcome to or back to the channel. I'm Origin Gaming, and in this video, we're going to be doing a reading and reflection on Psalm 3. A Psalm of David, when he fled from Absalom, his son. O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory, and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy hill. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord. Save me, O my God. For you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Your blessing be on your people. This is the first Psalm of David within the collection, and the superscription also includes the part of David's story that this psalm is connected to, his flight from his son Absalom. David's relationship to his son is complicated, as even after Absalom had openly rebelled against David and kicked him from Jerusalem, taking the throne for himself, David still did not want Absalom to die, as he still loved him as his own son. Some of the lines of this psalm directly correlate to various aspects of the story, such as verse 4, where David cries out to the Lord, and he answers from his holy hill, which is Jerusalem. This likely refers to David asking God to defeat the good counsel of Ahithophel, which does end up happening when God leads Absalom to listen to the advice of Hushai the Archite instead. Thus, David's victory over Absalom's army actually comes out of Jerusalem, the holy hill, because Absalom was doomed from the moment he took counsel from Hushai, who was secretly still loyal to David. Much of the language of this psalm is also about the Lord fighting on David's behalf, and notably, this was a battle that David himself stayed behind because of his emotional state about fighting against his own son. The first two verses establish how dire the situation is, with many foes rising against David and mocking him, saying that the Lord will not save him this time. Verse 2 refers to David's soul and salvation, but is not referring to David's eternal destiny. It is a question of whether or not God will save David's life in this specific predicament with Absalom. The Hebrew word, nephesh, that is translated here as soul, refers to one's whole being, including the physical body. At the end of verse 2 is also where we see the word sele for the first time of many in the Psalms. The meaning of the word is uncertain, but it may mean something related to lifting up or exalting, and it likely played some role related to the musical direction of the Psalms in their original form. Verses 3 through 6 show David's confidence in God's salvation, despite the enemies surrounding him and trying to convince him otherwise. David is so confident that the Lord will shield him that he is able to sleep and wake up the next morning, knowing that he won't be assassinated in the night. Even when many thousands surround David, he still does not fear, because he has been delivered by God countless times since he was a young boy protecting his flock and defeating Goliath, and he knows that God will deliver him yet again. Verses 7 and 8 show David's request to the Lord to do all these things, and a final proclamation that salvation belongs to God. This blessing of salvation is not given to David alone, but to all the people of the Lord. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're curious and would like to learn more about David's time as king, and the whole story of what happened between him and Absalom, you can click on the link on the screen to my video on the second book of Samuel. Also, to read the full story of David and Absalom for yourself, it begins in 2 Samuel chapter 13 and goes through chapter 18. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next one.